Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, I Am Vengeance, Retaliation. So it sounds like a sequel to me, but I didn't see the first one, and I'm not expecting much. So when I was picking these movies, it was between this and Money Plane. Money Plane is 3.6 on IMDb. This one's 3.7. That was the deciding factor. It still has Vinnie Jones in it, and Stu Bennett. I don't know. Only 410 people have rated it so far, so there's hope yet. But it's about an ex-Special Forces guy who's given the opportunity to bring Sean Teague back, and in order to bring him back, he's somebody who betrayed the team. I don't know. He's got to fight all his mercenaries with him. I don't know. It's an action-packed movie, an hour and 22 minutes long, but only 410 people have rated it. So. Sorry for the yawn. I'll get into it. I'll see what it's really about, give you a better idea of the synopsis, and then ultimately let you know what I think. So stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of I Am Vengeance, Retaliation. So I'm still not sure if it was a sequel. I didn't really look. Or if it was a remake. It didn't seem like a sequel. It just seemed like, I don't know. Anyway, Vinnie, sorry, no check-ins. It's an hour and 22 minutes. What am I going to check in about? It was really what I told you it was. But Vinnie Jones is actually the bad guy. So Vinnie Jones is an ex-soldier as well. And he ended up killing his whole team. And it seems like for money, that's never clear. And then Stu Bennett he's also kind of, he's done some crime himself, has a record. He's asked to go capture him and his team, and go get Vinnie Jones. So that's basically the plot. But I understand why the scores are very low, 3.7. I think anybody who came into this, and I didn't because I knew it was a 3.7, that it's going to be like a really seriously good action film, is going to be disappointed. They're going to rate it low. Now, there's a lot of things not to like in this movie. There's many holes. There's like almost what seems to be time travel. They show up at the hangar and somebody they left behind shows up there immediately. It's like a car ride there and they're already there. Anyway, there's a lot of that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? He beats everybody up onto the floor and doesn't take one weapon. Leaves them all there with the weapons so that they can come after him again. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff like that. But ultimately, it reminded me of an 80s action movie. This is all British, but it reminded me like the old times, like 80s movies. And you can even see it on the poster. There's Vinnie Jones's fiance. She's like with the gang, walking around she's not doing anything but riding around in a car and being there for her fiance as they try and rescue him. It's just ridiculous. The mercenaries, Stu Bennett's team, were all dressed in black and they're, they look the part. Whereas, like, the gang coming after them are, like, in snake leather vests. You know what I mean? So, no sleeves or anything like that. Gold chains and all that, 80s kind of stuff. And the lines that they say are just ridiculous. Like, it's just, like, so funny. It's like, and it is. I mean, it's not like laugh out loud funny, but I do think it's like they knew not to take themselves too seriously and kind of make it fun. That's what I got out of it. So because of that, I enjoyed it more than I think the people did who are rating it very low. One of the other things that I found pretty interesting in this, so you're watching a movie and there's bad lines. And then there's bad acting, and so there's all that kind of going on. And you know what I mean? The camera work wasn't too bad, especially in the beginning. There was a lot of cool, like, drone footage, I was like, that's pretty cool. Maybe it'll be a really good movie. But, the team of mercenaries, interesting. So I told you about the one girl who was Vinnie Jones's fiance who just rides around. Then there's the team of mercenaries, or whatever you call them, the Stu Bennett people who are coming after him. And there's two girls on that team, and interesting to see their role. And then a sniper is coming for them, right? I don't know if I mentioned that before, but there's like a third party. Well, it turns out like there's two females And I didn't notice bad acting in the one that we see, but the next thing you know, she's fighting the sniper, and the action scenes and the fight scenes between them two were pretty awesome. And I watch, like, sometimes they try and dub people in and out so that there's like a stunt person or somebody who knows martial arts, and the actress isn't really doing it. It was really the two of them. So I thought that was really cool. I thought that one girl surprised me that how good she was. She didn't strike me as a bad actress initially, and sometimes that's the case. They can't do everything, but in this case, I thought it was pretty good. I was really interested in the way that they did that. So they had those two girls, fighting all the time. I mean, that's all the whole movie was all action and fighting. But then they had the other girl who was like the trophy wife. I was like, that's odd. And then there was the other mercenary girl, and I won't give that away. I was like, okay, what's her role going to be? I won't give that away in case you watch it. It's she doesn't. I don't think she has a speaking line in it. So, see if you watch that, you'll see what I mean. But all in all, if you like these types of action, martial arts, military, mercenary type movies, and you don't take it too seriously, you kind of laugh at the way the lines that they give them, and bad acting, and maybe you've seen 80s versions of action films where they're in ridiculous outfits that wouldn't really happen, I would think, in this kind of thing. All of that, you might enjoy this film. I mean, it's like a 5 maybe, but it's not a 3.7 in my mind. So, and you don't mind all the holes and that kind of stuff. That's what it is, and I expected that. Like I said, the other movie I was going to watch is Money Plane. I'm thinking the same thing, but go into it thinking that way, and it's not that bad for me. Anyway, if you do check it out, let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you think about it. And if you know if it's a sequel or a remake or whatever, drop that in the comments. Love to hear it. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. Tell all your friends, of course. And more importantly, continue to come back to Kimmel's Irish Pub.